The Redwood Creek. Secrets hide where roots run deep. One wrong turn, destiny unfolds. Will he find his way, or be lost forever? Jasper, a soul marked by an unquenchable yearning for the undiscovered, felt the ancient redwood forests of Northern California beckon with an almost palpable force. Local lore spoke of a hidden creek, a place veiled from time's relentless march, where the towering trees held secrets predating recorded history. He assembled provisions with deliberate care, a map bearing the patina of age, a compass whispering tales of bygone expeditions, and a heart resonating with a blend of courage. The trail initially unfolded with deceptive ease, a well-defined path that gradually lured him deeper into the forest's emerald dominion. Sunlight, filtered through the colossal canopy, cast an ethereal, almost otherworldly glow upon the moss-draped forest floor. Yet Jasper, embodying the very essence of an intrepid explorer, soon forsook the predictable route, drawn by the subtle allure of a barely perceptible animal track, a silent invitation towards the enigmatic and the uncharted. He pressed onward, navigating through a dense thicket of ferns, their delicate fronds brushing against his skin with a sensation akin to a spectral caress. The animal trail, his erstwhile guide, abruptly vanished, leaving him enveloped by an imposing verdant wall. He consulted his map, but its intricate lines had dissolved into a meaningless labyrinth, offering no solace. A chilling premonition of isolation began to constrict his chest, a cold knot tightening in the pit of his stomach. He forged ahead, driven by a fragile hope that he might somehow reclaim the familiar trail he had so rashly abandoned. The forest floor, a treacherous tapestry of exposed roots, presented a constant threat. He stumbled, his body impacting the earth with a jarring thud, his compass slipping from his grasp and disappearing into the dense undergrowth. As he scrambled to retrieve it, his fingers brushed against an object unexpectedly smooth and unyielding beneath the soil. A profound sense of hesitation washed over him, his mind a tempest of conflicting impulses. Should he dare to unearth and unveil this enigmatic artifact, it felt like an act of sacrilege, a potential violation of some ancient unspoken covenant. Yet the relentless, almost primal force of curiosity ultimately overwhelmed his trepidation. With meticulous care, he lifted the lid of the small box, his breath momentarily suspended in anticipation. Inside was a feather. As his fingers closed around the feather, a surge of energy coursed through him, an inexplicable connection to the very essence of the forest. He experienced a profound awakening, an intuitive understanding of the intricate rhythms and hidden wisdom of the ancient redwoods. The trees, once perceived as looming sentinels, now emanated a sense of benevolent guardianship, their ancient knowledge flowing into him. A subtle, almost imperceptible path materialized before his eyes. He embarked upon this newly revealed pathway, clutching the feather as if it were a talisman, a beacon illuminating his way through the arboreal labyrinth. The forest seemed to part before him, unveiling its most clandestine wonders with a grace that bordered on the supernatural. He witnessed deer grazing in sun-dappled clearings, heard the melodic calls of birds previously unknown to him, and felt the invigorating spray of a hidden waterfall upon his skin, a revitalizing essence. The path ultimately led him to a clearing, bathed in the golden, ethereal light of the setting sun. At the heart of this sanctuary stood a solitary, ancient redwood, its colossal trunk dwarfing any he had ever beheld. At the base of this majestic sentinel, a stream flowed, its waters shimmering with the same otherworldly, cerulean luminescence as the feather. He knew, with a certainty that transcended logic, that this was the place whispered about in hushed tones. He approached the creek with a reverence bordering on awe, his heart resonating with a sense of profound wonder. Kneeling beside its crystalline waters, he gently immersed his hand, allowing the coolness to envelop his skin. In that instant he glimpsed a reflection, not of his own visage, but of a woman with eyes mirroring the depths of the forest and hair resembling spun moonlight. She offered him a gentle, knowing smile, a fleeting vision before dissolving back into the realm. He spent that night cradled by the gentle murmur of the creek, slumbering beneath the protective embrace of the ancient redwood. His dreams were a vivid tapestry woven with images of the ethereal woman, the radiant feather, the sentient forest, and the nascent stages of an extraordinary unfolding journey. Awakening with the dawn, he felt profoundly renewed, his spirit cleansed and invigorated by the sanctuary's potent magic. He knew he must return, but would not forget. Guided by the feather's subtle luminescence, he effortlessly retraced his steps to the main trail, its cerulean glow gradually fading as he neared the familiar path. Emerging from the forest's embrace, he blinked against the unaccustomed brightness of the sun, feeling irrevocably transformed. He had embarked on a quest for adventure, and he had found it, but he had also unearthed something far more profound, a connection to the natural world that would forever alter his being. He reintegrated into his former life, yet the restless yearning that had once defined him was now conspicuously absent. He had discovered a newfound sense of purpose, a profound and abiding feeling of belonging. He dedicated his time to volunteering at a nearby nature reserve, sharing his deep reverence for the forest with others. He recounted tales of the Redwood Creek, the feather, and the woman, yet he meticulously guarded the precise location, recognizing it as a sacred space. Years later, now a seasoned and contemplative man, he returned to the Redwood forest, drawn back by an irresistible force. He followed the familiar path that had initially led him to the hidden creek, seeking the faint, shimmering trail that had once served as his guide. It remained elusive, veiled from his sight. He came to the profound realization that the forest had chosen to unveil its secrets to him on a single transformative occasion, and that this singular encounter was sufficient. He settled beneath the sheltering canopy of a towering redwood, absorbing the symphony of the wind whispering through the leaves, a melody of ancient wisdom. He closed his eyes, summoning the memory of the feather's weight in his hand, the ethereal image of the woman's reflection in the water, and the overwhelming sense of tranquility that had enveloped him. He understood that the Redwood Creek transcended its physical manifestation. It was a state of being, a connection. He departed from the forest with a heart filled with quietude, secure in the knowledge that the whispers of the Redwood Creek would forever resonate within him. He had attained his adventure, his sought-after escape, and in the process, had rediscovered his own essence, emerging as a more resilient, grounded, and interconnected individual. The journey had irrevocably shaped him, bestowing upon him an enduring gift, the understanding that even within the deepest wilderness, hope remains.